So, like I've said all week, Draymond Green is going to accept this player option. It is official news now. And the reason for this is basic contract math. If you guys are like me, I love the nitty gritty stuff of the contracts. And I always talk about it to you guys. I always tell you guys about it. It's something that I find interesting. I love seeing how the money works in the NBA. That might just be me being a journalism student and just always finding something to talk about on YouTube. But yes, I think it's definitely something really interesting to see that if you guys didn't know, the reason why Draymond is going to accept this is due to the fact that Draymond Green actually will make more money doing it this way. So if Draymond Green goes out and accepts his player option after this season and stays one more year in Golden State, obviously he'll get one more year in Golden State, but this means when he does enter unrestricted free agent, because if he denies the player option, he enters restricted free agent. If he accepts the player option and then lets the contract expire, he'll enter unrestricted free agent, which allows the Golden State Warriors to extend him for more, either before the season, or if he does go into free agency in 2024, he will be able to get more money from them because he went through that whole contract. And this will be the last big contract Draymond will get because of the Rule 38, and it'll be too old if they do give him a big deal. So this will allow Draymond to really just get as much money as he can, because he was someone who was underpaid because he took less money for Kevin Durant. So this whole season, we know the future of Draymond Green with the Golden State Warriors is uncertain as he enters now, as we are fully aware, the final 2 seasons of his current deal, while he has the option of becoming a free agent in 2023. But he is unlikely to decline the $2.75 million option, even after Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole during a preseason practice that has tested the team's patience with him on a personal level. Now, this is a quote from Adrian Wojnarowski, quote, for Draymond Green with that $27.5 million option next season, he almost assuredly is going to exercise that. I'm not sure that money on a long-term deal is going to be available on the marketplace. 2 years left on his deal. There can be a room for an extension at the end of those 2 years, or a new deal that is probably south of that to $27.5 million. Perhaps isn't a raise off of that, but if the Warriors are winning, Draymond is still a highly productive player and wants to be there, I don't think it means his days are necessarily numbered in Golden State, end quote. That's from Adrian Wojnarowski. And I think that is a great, take, because it doesn't mean that Draymond is going to leave. All it means is that he wants, an extension. He wants money. Okay. And that's fine. Okay. I think he's deserving of money. And I think this is all just going to come with, Draymond just figuring out how he can make this work. And I just think people are over here acting like Draymond is like a moron, and he's not. He's just gonna let this all just not work. Dude, this guy is smart. Draymond's probably one of the smarter NBA players in the league, and it's more disrespectful if you think he's not gonna figure it out. So that's definitely where I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this whole situation. I mean, I know there's people like, oh, he's business partners with LeBron James, that's why he's gonna come here and it's all gonna work out. And I think that's just super stupid to think about that as that way, because I think it's definitely going to be something that is going to be all right and all dandy, and they're going to be fine. This is going to be an okay franchise. And if you think otherwise, it's just because you don't believe that, you want to see the Golden State Warriors fall down. And I've said this before, Klay Thompson, trade-wise and even in free agency, has more value than Draymond and to any other team. Klay Thompson currently and in the future is more valuable than Draymond Green, because only certain teams can utilize Draymond Green correctly. Okay, you have to have a coach willing and a front office willing to design an offensive scheme to make it work for him. So the best value he has is for the Golden State Warriors. Okay, and then maybe teams like the Clippers, the Heat, okay, that know how to use their players and to use them correctly. So with that being said, I don't see him going anywhere. I've said this before, if they traded one of those guys, Klay Thompson will get him way more picks, okay, and assets than if they traded Draymond Green, because Draymond Green doesn't have that much value as Klay Thompson does, because Klay Thompson can fit on any single team in the NBA. You could pick up Klay Thompson and put him in any team and he would flourish. No questions asked. He would just be just as good. There would be no drop off because of his skill set. Draymond Green, you put him on any team in the roster, it would not work. There are only certain rosters in the NBA that he would work. Okay. And that's a matter of a fact. Okay. And I don't mean to be rude about it. I just think that's just, being a realist and being aware that there's certain players that even if they're Hall of Famers, even if they're great, they don't work on every single franchise in the league. And that's just because, when you have teams, that's how shit works.